Yo, what's up there, guys? Dr. Phil Hahn, and today what I'm going to do is I'm going to give my thoughts on the NHL League gameplay and also give you some brand new info on NHL 15. So this isn't really brand new info, but still recently new info. So this is brought to you by our people at Operation Sports. They got us this info. And the League gameplay, there won't be some in this video. If you want to see the League gameplay, just go and check out on YouTube or on internet. Just write down NHL 15 League gameplay and you'll find it there. If I would put League gameplay in this video, I would get banned by the Rammer. He will lay down the hammer on my channel. So I'm not going to do that. Okay, so brand new. Oh, no, you know what? I'm going to start up with my thoughts on the NHL 15 League gameplay. So overall, that League gameplay that I'm pretty sure that we all saw if we're an NHL fan. Overall, it was actually pretty good. Remember, it's still in a beta process. So after it's done E3, they're gonna, tweak it up before they actually release the real beta. And then after that, they're still gonna tweak up also. So like overall, it was actually pretty good. Like skating wise was good, hitting wise was good, fighting wise was good, graphic wise, beta wise, but still pretty good. And it's still good how the jersey on the players they move. And the only thing that worried me about that gameplay is the camera angle, which I'm pretty sure was a custom camera angle, because I'm more of an action camera angle sort of guy. So if you compare to that angle, it might be a little bit higher. So, but still a really good gameplay. So for this brand new news, there's a lot of stuff and details about this. So I won't be going through all of them. I'll just point out the stuff that really caught my eye, and give my thoughts on some of them. So what this guy was saying is that the upgraded player models in Lightning Crowd arenas and NBC broadcast presentation, it's pretty much the NBC broadcast, and the crowd itself is much better and much more livelier, as we saw in that NHL 15 trailer. The arenas have they have a ton of details in them, and it's actually real authentic arenas. Player details are much more in-depth, and other things that the emotions, they're more revealed in the players as in other NHL games. Other than that, as for gameplay, I'll get to the gameplay after. And the pucks physics is it's better than the NHL 14 pucks physics were, because NHL 14 the puck physics was just it was pretty bad, because the puck would bounce off 10,000 feet in the air. I know I'm exaggerating, but still it would bounce off a shit ton in the air, and it wasn't real. And the offensive action field scripts is interesting, and it's full of energy. So basically, everyone on the ice is energetic. As when you score a goal, your whole team would be excited, and your player would be excited also. But another thing that he mentioned is that the 12-player physics, or that new feature that is in the game, it was okay, but it's not dramatic as it was being hyped. So he's trying to say it was a little bit overhyped, but it was still good overall. The AIs were pretty good, but not as good, and defense was still the same according to him. But they might change that in the future. And overall, the NBC feature, like you said, again, was still a really good idea, and the commentaries were pretty good and they were hyped. So other quick notes that he took was that there will be a demo, and Ray Ferraro is modeled in the game, so he'll be bring back during the season to record some new commentaries. So that's a really good thing, because the commentaries in previous NHL games, I know we've been bitching, complaining, but thing is that, think about it, they never brought them back to EA Sports headquarters and recorded new audio. They would use the same audio over and over again every single game since, I think, NHL 08. So that's a really big step forward for EA Sports. Record new audio. Each team will have several intros from the main commentary, duo and EA switching things around occasionally to help certain intros feel different. So each teams, they have their intros, and it's going to be much more hyped as previous intros in NHL 14 or previous NHL games. So there are new celebrations after the goals, and in this leaked gameplay that we actually saw, the celebrations were only 3-man, but what was the producer was saying is that they are still tweaking on the celebrations, and there's going to be for sure a 5-man celebration in the final product. That's what he's saying. Bench have multiple coaches and backup goalies sitting in the right spot, which looks pretty good. There are 4 referees on the ice, as we saw in the league gameplay and also as we saw in the trailer. And also with these referees, they can block pucks and they can get in your way. So if you would shoot at the referee, the puck won't go through them. It will actually bounce off the ref, and it'll affect the game or the gameplay. Okay, so goaltending, the producer told me it was still being tweaked. So goaltending wise, it's still being tweaked. And in the trailer, there was a little controversy about goalies, but other than that, it's still being tweaked. See him. Okay, so less fighting from big hits. That's another big thing, because in NHL 14, the fighting, or when you would hit someone and get a good hit on him, automatically the player from the other team is just going to come at you and fight you. Doesn't matter who the player is. It could be freaking, it could be Corey Conacher, for crying out loud, and lay like a freaking big hit on someone. He would come and fight, or the other player from the other team would come and fight Corey Conacher. Even though Corey Conacher is not the guy to fight, they would still come and fight him. That really pissed me off, because sometimes it would just be it wouldn't even be a big hit, and the player would come and fight you for no reason. So that's less in NHL 15. Poke check animations seem different with deeper lunges from players, so poke check much better. Okay, so puck bounces already did on that. Okay, the menu system is different than previous NHL games, and it's sort of like a FIFA UFC type of menu. I don't really play FIFA. Well, I played FIFA, but I don't really play it that much. I played UFC, and the menu looks pretty good. Goalie stance is the same. Okay, so hitting causes fight often. Okay, we said that. Players slide on this, get powder on the jersey. Yeah. So another thing is that players who slide on the ice will get ice powder on their jersey. So, it says it itself in the sentence. And the game will be at 60 frames per second at launch. So here we have a demo and also a 60 frame per second. That is actually smooth, and it's better. The only thing that worries me about this is that I hope there's no frame drops in while you're playing the game itself. It's 60 frames, but there still might be frame drops in the game. I just hope it keeps a steady 60 frame per second while you're playing the game, because in NHL 14, NHL 13, you would see that it would be like 30 frames per second, but sometimes when you're playing the game, the frames would drop for no reason, and it would be really pissed off because it would just lag automatically, and you would just be it would screw up your game. They weren't talking about modes or game modes, but typical game modes such as HUT and ESHL are still in the game as usual. So all typical game modes are going to be in NHL 15, but we don't know if they've been upgraded or if they've been touched at all. So overall, this information is actually pretty interesting, and it gives me hope on EA Sports. Like I said in the breakdown trailer, they came out of the rock, and they actually they kicked themselves in the ass, and they actually made us a pretty damn good NHL game. I can't wait to play this demo, which demo should come out the 3rd week of August. And also they made the confirmed date, which is September 9th. But usually, if you're an NHL fan and you've been playing NHL for the past whatever, you know that there's always a demo every single year. And the demo would come out the 3rd week of August. And the release date is always the 2nd Tuesday or that 2nd week of September. So if you're a big NHL fan, you should know that. But yeah, so overall information looks pretty good. I'm excited for this game. And all we need now, like the guy was saying, is that we need info on game modes. That's probably the next biggest thing that's going to prove to us that esports is actually doing something really big to this game. I really hope they upgrade Live Life and actually GM mode. That's my biggest concern, because HUT it's good the way it is. In ESHL, they could add, they could tweak it a little bit, but for me, the biggest thing is Live Life and be a GM mode. So, guys, remember to subscribe, and what do you think of this info? So, well, see you next time, so bye-bye.